Hi everyone. This is a quick overview on how to access your ebook, also called the SmartBook, the Learn Smart modules, and the quiz. First of all, by reading the chapter, you do not earn your points for the learning modules. You have to complete the virtual flashcards, as I call them. So let's access the text first, and then I'll show you how to access the learning module questions. So going to the link, and this is true for any chapter, but we're just happening to do chapter 3. Click on the link. You don't see this. This is my screen. I'm going to your screen. This is what you see. All right, this is chapter 3. As you notice, it starts on page 70. As you scroll down, keep looking up here, you'll see that this is a one-page section. Okay, see page 71. If you go to your next section, that's page 72, 73, 75, 76, 77. So you see that once you're in a section, you can scroll through the pages. If you want to jump from section to section, then you use these over here on the left. Okay? So let's go to the first section. Let me show you the layout. Down here are your navigations. If you want to go to the next section or to the next highlight, previous section, previous highlight. The book comes automatic. Let's go to the next section. The book comes automatically highlighted. Now, warning with the highlights, you cannot pass the class just by reading the highlights. It's just to help give you an extra edge for what you're reading and to help you read. Don't judge or don't rely only on the highlighting. If the highlighting bothers you, you can come down here to the left and click it off or click it on. Okay? So if you want to go to the next highlight, you just keep clicking here. For me personally, because as a student I had trouble reading, what really worked for me would be to read the highlights, then read the whole chapter, then go back and do the highlights again. That's what works for me. I don't know if that would work for you. All right. So you're reading through the book, right? And you think, okay, I'm going to read the whole chapter, then I want to do the learning module. Or you want to read a section and go through a learning module. Whatever you want to do is fine. But if you want, at any time that you want to do the learning module, this is where you get your points. You click on practice, right? Practice. And this is where you start earning your points. It's 100 points to complete all of them. You keep doing them in a chapter until the system says you can't do them anymore. Because if you get an answer incorrect, it will ask you the same question in a slightly different way a little later on. So you keep answering them. Once the system says you're done, that means you answered them all correctly. It doesn't matter if you take 1 time or 50 times to get through them. Once you get through them, you would earn your 100 points. All right? So here's the first one. We perceive ourselves through our, and you click which answer you think is right. We perceive ourselves through our self-concept. And I'm not real sure, so I'm going to say I think so. Ah, but you know what? I got it right. There you go. Yay for me. The Johari window explains that. Click the answer that you think is right. Others know only characteristics which you choose to share with them. Our self-concept is safe. I'm going to choose this one just because, and I'm going to say, I think so. Uh-oh, I got it wrong. Son of a gun. All right, so the Johari window explains that some of our characteristics are known to others while some are only known to ourselves. So what it does is it told me that I'm wrong, but it gives me the correct answer. So this question will show up in some other form before I'm finished with the whole packet. Okay? So you just keep going through and answering these. When you're done, let's say you're tired, you don't want to do anymore, you want to go back to reading, just go back down here to this icon that says read, and it takes you back where you left off. Okay? Now, let me show you something. If you go up here to this icon up here at the left, top left, that will take you to the table of contents. At this point, because I went to chapter 3, 1 and 2 are past due, so that's something you don't want to see. Anyway, on chapter 3, I completed 1%. I'm on track. When I've completed everything, it will say 100%. Okay? For each of the chapters. I want to go back to chapter 3. Finish some reading, finish some
cards,
whatever.
You've been reading for some time now, but you haven't stopped to practice. Regularly practicing what you've read helps you strengthen comprehension and retention. Click Practice to get the questions that are ready for you.
Welcome to your tutor. Here she is. She's going to tell you when you've read quite a bit and haven't done your learning module yet. It's a suggestion. You can override her. She will also tell you when you are finished with the chapter. So that's her. Going back to the table of contents, I'm done. I'm done with my work. For whatever reason, I want to leave the SmartBook. Click on Leave SmartBook. Go back to Blackboard. Now I want to do the quiz. Okay, so I've read the chapter, I've done all my work, now I want to do the quiz. Chapter learning modules you can take as many times as you need to up till the deadline. The quiz you can take up to 3 times. The midterm and exam, final exam, only once. This is what you see. Each quiz is worth 25 points. I've not yet started. 0 of 39 questions answered. It's worth 25 points. This is the due date, and this is my first of 3 attempts. You don't have to do 3 attempts, but if you do more than 1, your highest score will be posted on Blackboard. So let's start. You're just going to go through and answer the questions. People often say things via electronically mediated communication that they would not say if they were in face-to-face setting. This has to do with, I'm going to say, saving face. Actually, that's not it. It's this. Okay? The distribution effect. Then I'm going to go next. I'm just going to randomly guess. Okay? I'm not even reading the questions. I just want to show you something. Okay. Now, up here at the right, I can save and exit. In other words, I can save it and come back to it later. Okay? Or I can submit. I'm going to submit just because I want to show you. You have 34 incomplete questions. Visit the question map. Or I can submit now for scoring. So if I want to cancel and go see the map, that's one thing, but I'm going to submit it and then I'll show you the map. So I'm submitting this. So this is my first of 3. View results. Okay. Here are the results. I got the first one correct. Second one I got wrong. This is what I did. It's wrong. It's in red. The correct answer is here. It's in green. It's boxed. Okay? I got the third one correct. I got the fourth one wrong. Now, The issue of the map, okay, the issue of the map is this right down here, this grid. Okay, it's shown you that I completed these, but I only got these two right. Okay. Okay. So then when I want to go back and do my next quiz, I can get the right answers. Okay, so you go in and you want to study the right answer. So you want to make a note for this question, this is the right answer. So when you go back and do your next quiz, you're done. Okay, so I want to exit. Return to Blackboard. And there we are. All right, I hope that helps. If not, give me a call.